Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the next episode of the Bloons Trio Challenge, where we see if we can beat a map on hard standard with just 3 towers placed, and each tower is the different path of one tower type. This episode will be the Wizard Monkey, so we'll be getting, one eventually Archmage, one eventually Wizard Lord Phoenix, and one eventually Prince of Darkness. Well, actually, I don't know if we're going to be able to afford all three. Probably not the Wizard Lord Phoenix. But almost certainly the other two, I'm guessing. This time we're playing on Mushroom Grotto, I believe. I've never actually played on this map before, to be honest. I thought it was fitting for the wizard. I'd try to do a map that's fitting to the character every time. So, I did Monkey Metal for the Dart Monkey, and I did Scrapyard for the Sniper. Maybe Scrapyard wasn't the best pick, but I feel like, with the crates, those are basically meant to have snipers placed on them, right? So, this map feels pretty fitting to the wizard. Yeah, so let's see how things are. Oh, and I did actually manage to have... Okay, that's not good. Okay. I did actually manage to remember to turn off the season perks this time, because I didn't last time. They probably didn't affect anything, but, I do remember this time. I wonder what would be best. I'm not sure. If this turns out to be too hard, I am just going to chicken out and pick an easier map, because this is an advanced map, and I do not have much experience playing on advanced maps, to be honest. Oh, Fireball? Guided Magic? Maybe it would be better to just get 2 wizards starting off? I'm really not sure. We are already leaking. I'm gonna try getting 2 wizards. Yeah. What do we say now, huh? Can we get it? Yes, we can. We're off to an amazing start already with this one. So I wasn't originally planning on it, and oh my goodness, I've got to be kidding me. So like, what do these do? What is the point in removing these? What did that do? I don't know. It doesn't do anything. What? I don't understand. Is it something to do with where I can place the towers? This is not what this challenge is supposed to be about. Yeah, screw it. Okay, I'll try one more time. I don't know why I'm not using the hotkeys. I'll try getting Fireball. I think maybe that'll help, because there's like a bunch of blues that go out, right? No, it does not. Okay, I'm just gonna pick an easier map. Okay, and now the challenge is actually starting off. Hopefully. This guy can be our... This guy can be our middle path. I believe the middle path is the best for starting off. Oh my goodness. Okay. You've gotta be kidding me. There you go. This guy could be our bottom path, I guess. I don't know. Nah, I'll go to bottom path, like right here. This guy could be our top path. Oh, and can I make a little recommendation to all you fellas out there? If you ever get a container of peanut butter M&Ms, don't accidentally spill like a bunch of them behind your TV, because behind your TV stand, I mean. So that was not particularly pleasant. I just spent like a half hour doing that before recording this. So yeah, I would not recommend doing that. Oh, and obviously the wizard monkey, his main issue with this challenge is going to be purple balloons, which, yes, the necromancer can pop them, but I also have to afford the necromancer before then, right? Lead is no problem, camos are no problem. Yeah, it's just gonna be those pesky purples. And the necromancer, the bottom path, is gonna be the only one that can pop them. So yeah, not the best. This guy will be bottom path. That'll be top path, and this will be middle path. There we go. Okay, we took care of it. Now I can go ahead and get that bottom path, the wizard, and start setting up for him. And if we cannot afford him by the time that purples come about, then I don't know, I'll figure something out. The question is, do I allow selling? I'm not sure. Honestly, this map probably is not the best for this tower. So yeah, that's pretty good range, but hey, get out of here, dang bad. Test 3 we're not affording that for purples. Can I afford that at all? No. Okay. So, I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm going to try... Okay. Get this. Sell these two. And it's not even close enough. And we're gonna die on these guys anyway. Okay. This is bad. Okay. So it turns out maybe the wizard just isn't the best for this challenge. I'm not... See, the question is, what do I do then? Obviously, the wizard is losing a point because he's going to need external help because he can't pop the camos by himself, right? However, what do I get to help him? It's not like I can afford an MIB, right? Do I just put down the free dart monkey and set it to strong? That's what I'm gonna do. You know, I believe that we're on a different map, and was the placement better? And maybe I didn't get these two guys, because obviously they sell for less than you purchased them for. So maybe if I had just saved up money on one, then I would have been able to get the necromancer before the purples. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put down a dart monkey. I'm gonna set him to strong. I'm gonna hope he attacks fast enough to pop the purples. And maybe it would have been better to put him down right when the purples appear so that he doesn't get any it doesn't matter. So I'm putting him down. I'm gonna subtract a point at the end for acquiring external help. However, I think we can all say that the wizard lost a point because of a skill issue on my part. Yeah, there we go. Obviously this guy isn't really doing anything, so I'm gonna keep him in case more purples appear before I get the necromancer. As soon as I get the necromancer, I'm gonna pop him. Alright. I'm gonna sell him. I did not think purples were gonna be such a big deal. I assumed I was gonna be able to afford the necromancer before the purples. Oh, and I do have Azalea as my hero, but that's a complete coincidence. Obviously, it's not like I can use a hero anyways. Come on, give me the necromancer. Oh, okay, there we go. Now we can sell this guy. Okay. Oh my goodness. Also, I'm just realizing now that there are going to be some towers who are going to need external assistance the entire time, right? For example, bomb shooter, tack shooter. Both of those cannot ever pop camos, I believe. Correct? So obviously some towers are going to need external assistance the entire time, right? And I'm not sure what I should do about that, you know? Like, we just needed the help for one round, correct? So then, do we subtract half a point? Or should we just make it -1 whole point? However, if there's ever a tower with the same scenario but they needed help the entire time, then we'll just make sure to rank this tower higher than the other? I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think, of course. I'm gonna keep saving up for the Prince of Darkness until I start doing not bad, and then I'll either get the Phoenix or the Arcane Spike. Oh, and speaking of the Arcane Spike, there's a monkey knowledge that makes that do more damage to Moabs, I believe. Right? I don't have that unlocked. I also don't have unlocked the one that makes Dragon's Breath projectiles move faster. So yeah, I don't have my monkey knowledge maxed out. That does actually take a really long time. I do have a decent amount, no. Those are the only two things that don't affect the wizards that I don't have, I believe. Maybe? Because I have the two before those, right? And so, you know, for the sniper and for the Dar Monkey, I had almost all of them relevant to those towers unlocked. Wow, Prince of Darkness before either tier 4, that's crazy. So yeah, we're gonna be fine, you know, until like round 80, but even then, I think a middle path will be better. Obviously, we're gonna not be able to afford the middle path tier 5, which is unfortunate. I mean, well, it's unfortunate because it loses a point. Not really for personal preference, I don't ever really like the middle path starting at the tier 4. You know, Dragon's Breath? That's a pretty good upgrade. You know, I feel like the Phoenix and such isn't as good. And even if it is good, I just don't really like using it. I gotta say, I really love how the undead BFGs look. They look so good. And speaking of how blimps look, you've probably noticed by now I have the frozen Moab skin you could not see in the sniper episode, and you couldn't see in the Dart Monkey episode because I didn't have it back then, but I also have the Steampunk ZOMG skin, which I really like as well. I don't really like any of the BFB skins. You know, some are not bad, right? I'd probably say the classic one with the red and white stripes, I'd probably say that one's my favorite. But other than that, I just feel like they're all kind of lackluster. Same with the BADs. I mean, obviously the DDTs, the Neon DDT skin, which is pretty cool, which I don't have unlocked, unfortunately. But for the BAD, I don't even know what I would pick, right? Maybe the Pinata one? I don't know. For the Moab and for the ZOMG, it was very clear, though. As we can see, Prince of Darkness is obviously doing the best. It is a tier 5, and these guys are tier 4. This guy's out of range. I just realized his staff looks like that. That actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, I'm guessing we'll get Archmage by round 80? Actually, maybe not. Wow. We'll see. So yeah, this tower struggled a lot more than the Dart Monkey with a sniper. However, I feel like a lot of that is skill issue, you know? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is it all just bad play on my part, or is the wizard actually not as good for this challenge as some of the other towers? And I wasn't doing it intentionally before with the Dart Monkey and the sniper, but then I realized I did one primary, one military, and I was already planning on doing the wizard or the ninja next. Why not? I'll do one of those two next. And so then I'll probably do a support next. Probably the engineer. Or maybe the spike factory. I'm not sure. Wait. Actually, I don't think I can afford the... No, I can't afford the spike factory starting off. But, I don't know, I'll do one of these three, obviously. And I'll probably put the farm in the village in the same video. Obviously, neither of them can attack until the tier 5 top path village. Which is kind of sad, you know? Why can't the farm ever attack? Why is there no, like, exploding bananas upgrade, where if you don't collect the bananas in time, then the bananas explode on the track, doing damage to Bloons? Huh? Come on. I think that would fit a Paragon, though. I do actually have a banana farm Paragon idea, which includes that. I have a lot of Paragon ideas. And I'd like to make more videos with them. About those ideas as well. And there we go. I'm glad we got 2 tier 5s. I would have been sad if we just barely couldn't afford the Archmage. See there, you can barely see it's the Steampunk. See, look, it's not doing anything. I don't know, it probably just doesn't have good single target damage. So yeah, let's that was the wizard. He did not do a good job. He pulled around by the end, but like, oh my goodness, man. You know, partly maybe that was me being too ambitious by playing on an advanced map for the first time. Not my first time playing on an advanced map, but it was my first time playing on that advanced map. Yeah. Obviously this guy did basically nothing because he was all the way back here. This guy did a decent amount, and of course this guy did the most easily. What the heck? I don't know, I never look at that. So yeah, that was the wizard. I gotta say it's rather interesting that of all the towers, other than a couple of heroes, I believe the wizard is the only one who ever gets facial hair. Nah, I'm not gonna count it. That's, you know, it's just white fur, right? They'll have fur on their had, let's see, this guy, the top path and the top path and the middle path both get facial hair. I used to think Prince of Darkness was really cool, and now I just think he's kind of lame, to be honest. I didn't even realize that increases his range. Whatever. Like, why are you just sitting in a chair? Get up. Get to work, hippie. Anyways, that was the wizard. And now we'll move on to the ranking. Well, as we can see, the tower only got 4 out of 5 points because it was not able to afford all 3 tier 5s, and it actually lost a point because it needed help popping purples, meaning it only got 3 out of 5 points. Now, as for the ranking, you can clearly see it's on the silver tier, which is the worst of all 3 towers we've done so far. Of course, it's not going to stay that way with towers that will need more help than this one. But it's not bad so far. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos if you like them. And as always, have a fantastic day.